Here we are, lesson number 5. So let's we're gonna move through some of the things rather rapidly to try to keep the video short, but if you'll pause at each section and take a few minutes, that way we can get right to it. So, all right, let's start off with that basic finger exercise. Again, I'm going to be using fingers, but you can use a pick or however you want to do it. So. Or you can just do this one or this one. If you've looked at any supplemental material, you'll see several of these, but you can do just the basic 1, 2, 3, 4 is just fine. Again, I'm rushing through it, trying to keep the video short. You don't want to just move really quickly. What you want to do is make sure every note, see, not getting any of those kind of things. So. And you also want to take a moment as you're doing that to make sure, whether you're using fingers or a pick, that you're working through, finger, thumb, or downstroke and upstroke, and that sort of thing to make sure you've got some precision happening and you're getting work on both hands done with that. So go ahead and pause the video and then come back for the next section. And here we are again. So let's go ahead and do one of our call-in responses. So I'm going to play a pattern. You repeat the pattern back, as always. Ready? So I go, and you go, and I go, and you go, and you go, and I go, and you go. Excellent. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Up, 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 up. Okay, now we want to do another one. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit. We're going to get back to these things. All right, so that kind of shuffled and triplet rhythm. So if I go, and you go. If I go, you go. Up, 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 up. Oops. Excellent. So, if you need to stop and just work on any of those rhythms, take a moment, pause the video, and then come back. All right, so we're back. Now, typically we would take a moment and go through our scale stuff. We would jump through and do a quick review of our chords and then maybe play together. So I would encourage you at this point to perhaps pause this video and run back to the video before this and run through that one time for the chord work and whatnot. But I want to get right into some rhythm things today. When we're playing those straight rhythms, not the shuffled and triplet, we'll deal with those. We'll deal with those later. But on the straight rhythms, we haven't concerned ourselves with the mechanics. Just trying to hear the sound and repeat the sound back. So it didn't matter, whether it was, this or this, where I'm hitting it all down as opposed to going up and down. But now I do want to get into that, and we'll do a deeper dive on why, the importance of that. But it has to do with the kinesthetics of a consistent approach where your hand is going down on the beat and up in between. And it'll help both conserve energy as well as allow seamless transition between rhythms. There are other, and even more important, actually, reasons for that, for doing it that way. But those are two incredibly important reasons for trying to keep the hand down, for now at least, down on the beat and up on the and, if you will, in between. Like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and repeat. So, this time when we hear, note that's all down, down, down. If I go, notice that's down, down, up, down. If I go, that's down, up, down, down, and a, we're back to a down, down, down. So, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down. Now notice I started doing this where I just kept the hand moving in between. So we're going to slow it down now, and I would encourage you to do the same thing. So let's just start with our hands without hitting. And the idea is not to stop this motion at all through the entirety of this exercise. So now when you hear, you just experienced down, down, down. When you hear, then you just experienced down, up, down, down. Down, 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 up, down. Down, up, down, up, down, down. Here's a tricky one. Down, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, down. Down, up, down. Now you'll notice, especially where you're missing it down, that's where the hand will really try to stall on you. And the idea is to not let it. You don't want it to stall. You want to keep that hand moving through the motion. So I'll often add in a miss. I'll literally say miss, like, whoops, I'm sorry. Down, down, up, miss, up, down. Down, up, miss, up, down. Down, up, miss, up, down, down. Down, up, miss, down. So the idea is to keep that going no matter what. That'll allow you, again, to conserve a lot of energy so there's not a lot of jagged start-stop. It'll allow you to have a built-in metronome. Since your hand's going down, you're less likely to fall off tempo. It'll allow you to seamlessly switch from one rhythm to another rhythm. And most importantly, the part we didn't get to yet, is that we're connecting the ear to the hand, but now the hand, with the proper mechanics, you get a physical feel of that rhythm. Again, we can go more deeply into that later, but the idea is you want to feel the rhythm, and the first way to do it is this difference in am I feeling the pressure on this hand, am I feeling pressure on this side of the hand rather, and in feeling the difference and in the body connecting a particular feel with a particular sound, what happens is once you're going for a sound and you've ingrained those rhythms, then what happens is you go for a sound, you don't even have to think about how to do the rhythm because you own them at a kinesthetic level. The rhythms simply come out with zero thought because we don't want to micromanage every motion, whether it's with this hand or with this hand. That's why we went through logical and efficient ways to get from place to place here, because you don't want to think about how you're getting from a C to a G or from an A minor to an F. You want to just get from chord to chord with no thought, right? That's going to save. And the same thing on this hand. You want simply to be able to put the rhythms out from a kinesthetic perspective and not from an intellectual perspective. And that's going to allow you to think about, in terms of your conscious processes, the things that you need to think about to elevate that performance. Things like dynamics or the lyrics of a song if you're singing along, or whatever. There are a million other things to think about that will require your conscious intervention, and so that's the idea. So play around with that, rewind that, go over this section as much as you need to go over, and I'll see y'all next time.